So if you're new to price action trading, or you're just confused what exactly you need to look at in the markets, this is the only video that will make it clear for you. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Let's get into it. So if you are a complete beginner, we start with TradingView. Now, these are the tools that you will need. And please, this is a follow along video. Do this yourself to understand it in a more deeper way. So step 1 is TradingView. Now, if you go to TradingView, we have some settings that we need to adjust. So step 1 is we need to check that session breaks. So go to events and then check that session breaks. What this does is it shows you the day separator. So you see that my chart, I have these lines. These lines are the day separators. And then we also need to go to here, down here where we have time. We need to change our time from UTC to New York time. That is step number 1. Step number 2 is now the weekly bias. So how do we identify the weekly bias? Step 1 is time frame. We use the 15-minute time frame. Step 2 is Monday is our landmark. So if you are confused, where do I start? Start on Monday. Now, this shows you exactly where Monday is. And we will use the example of EJ. So if we look at EJ, Monday sets the high and the low of the week. So all you need to know is how to draw lines and look at exactly between the period separators. So from this time to this time, the highest point price reached and the lowest point price reached that day, that is the high and the low of the week. Now that we know where Monday is, now we pay attention to the close. Now, this is the open, this is the close. And so we pay very close attention to the close of Tuesday. So Tuesday breaks out. So we can see that this is the high. Tuesday breaks out. But we are also interested in the close. How does Tuesday close? Tuesday closes inside. So if this close is outside, say it closes above the high or the low, then we are not really interested in that pair. We are interested when price breaks out and then closes back inside of the range. And that is what we call a failed breakout. It's very important that you are able to see it. Now, a failed breakout that occurs at the high of the week. So, it broke out of the high of the week and gave us an FBO. That means we sell the next day. Simple. And then if it occurs at the low, so let's use an illustration. If price broke out of the low and closed back inside of the range like that, then we buy the next day. So let's look at an example where we don't have a failed breakout. So we see that Monday sets the high and the low of the week. So that is the high, that is the low. Tuesday actually breaks out, closes back inside of the range, gives us a failed breakout. All right. So that tells us that we buy on Wednesday. And you see we got this beautiful buy on the next day. But look at, this is the high of the week. We broke out of the high of the week and closed outside of the high. So this means that we are not interested in this pair anymore. What we do, we adjust our high to that new level. And now we wait for price to come back to the low or the high of the week. And on Thursday, nothing happens. On Friday, we break out and close outside of the range. We don't have any failed breakouts. So this pair is not very interesting to us. And so go back and backtest the weekly cycle. Look for the failed breakouts and look for the breakouts. And you'll be able to see where the week is headed. Now, let's go to... Now, the next step is the trading day. So now we know where the week is headed. How do we identify where to execute? So this brings us to the trading day. And this first step is understanding that we have sessions. So we have 3 sessions in the 24-hour cycle. For each session, we just come to the screen for 2 hours and look for our setup. So for Asia, it's 9 to 11 p.m. New York time. For London is 3 to 5 a.m. New York time. And then for New York is 9 to 11 a.m. New York time. And then we are only focused on one level in each session, and that is the high and the low of the day. So how do we identify the high and the low of the day? So let's use the example of the trade we got on Wednesday. So when we come to the screen, we come to the screen at 3. So what do we see? This is the beginning of the day where this dotted line is. So this is the low of the day. You can change that to black. And then this is the high of the day. So it's very easy to spot it. It's just simply the highest point and the lowest point in your chart during that day in your session. Now that we know our timing window, we know our level, now we go to the trading process itself. So what exactly are we looking for on this trading day? Step 1 is we identify the high and the low of the day in our session. So we come to the screen, what is the high and the low of the day prior to the session? Now, the second step is we wait for a breakout. So using the 15-minute time frame, we identify a breakout. And once we identify a breakout, we go to the 1-minute time frame, which is step 3. And on the 1-minute time frame, we are identifying a consolidation. And so, here's one consolidation here. So, we just draw a horizontal line where price is bouncing off of, and then we wait for price to break down and violate that consolidation. Price does not do that. However, we have another consolidation up here. So, this is an area where price is bouncing off of. So the moment price breaks out of this level, then we have our entry. And so this breakout candle here, this is our entry. And then we have our stops above that level, and we are targeting the low like that. So keep in mind that this is the pattern that we want to see. We want to see consolidation above a level and then price breaks out. The moment we lock in the consolidation like this, so this candle closes and traps all these people, then it's going down. And that is it. That is exactly what we are looking for. But the only way for you to understand this strategy is to do it yourself. And so I recommend that you do it step by step the way I've done it here, and then backtest it on as many pairs as possible. And so yeah, I believe this is all you need. If you got value from today's video, subscribe, check out the links in the description for more resources, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.